Hi, this is Tim Taylor, Real Estate Success Coach. I've been getting a lot of letters and comments from people asking questions about, would I do a video about how do I sell homes quickly? Especially when people learn that I sold 13 homes in 1 month. They just want to know, what is the process that I use to sell my houses so fast? So I thought I'd put this together and show you how I've done it. First of all, just so you know, in order to sell homes quickly, it really comes down to how well you bought the property. Did you buy it at 50 to 60 cents on the dollar or 50 to 70 cents on the dollar? When you bought it so cheap, that is what allows you some different exit strategies to sell, and I'm going to go over a few of those. But let's start with the marketing of how to attract buyers to you. Okay? So I have a simple message that I run all the time, 365 days a year, and the message is this. I have a message that says, must sell fast, owner financing, no bank qualifying, 3 homes to choose from, and then I have a phone number and then a box number after it. What I do is I have this same message, which is almost like my brand. I have it in a number of different mediums. I put it out there on Craigslist. And I not only have this message on Craigslist, I maybe also have a photograph of one of my houses that I have for sale. I also run it in the classified ads of my newspaper, 365 days a year under Homes for Sale. And it's this same message, just like this. I also have signs in the front yard of all the homes that I have. And I actually have 3 signs that I'm running. The first sign will say, owner financing, and then a phone number. The second sign will say no bank qualifying and then a phone number. My third sign will say for sale by owner and then this same phone number. You see, I want the front of my house looking like an event is going on, almost like a circus. So I put 3 signs in the front yard to get my property to stand out amongst all the other houses that are for sale that only have 1 for sale sign in there. Okay? So I definitely have signs in the front yard. Another medium that I use to sell houses is I do a flat fee MLS listing. It costs about $250 where you can go to your local area online and you can just Google it, flat fee MLS service in your state. And there'll be a number of different companies that will post your property on the MLS system. And then other realtors can see it and they can deal with you directly. So they're not dealing through some listing agent who's going to sell your house for you. They're just posting it online, and then these other realtors will see it and then get the deal with you personally to sell the property. Okay? And the third thing is you can set up a website. I had a website in which I posted all my properties for sale. So this is the main core of driving all my buyers' leads that come in. Okay? Now here's the trick that I really used. I can tell you, I never show a house to a buyer. My time is valuable, and the last thing I'm going to do is wait in the driveway and show properties to potential buyers, especially when I know that most of them don't qualify to be able to buy a house. And not even to mention how many don't even show up for the appointment. And I just don't show houses. I set up a system, and here's my system. I have all this marketing in place with this message. And what this number is here, if you'll notice the box number, this is a voicemail system. So all of the calls will come into a voicemail, and then the greeting on the voicemail will say, "Hi, thanks for calling Freedom Home Buyers. Please press in box number 101 for a list of properties." And then when they press box 01, the message will then say, "To hear about the property located at 123 Main Street, press box 102. To hear the property at 234 Chestnut Street, press box 103, and so on for how many ever properties that you have for sale. And then when they go to the box number for the particular house, I have pre-recorded a quick description of the property in there. And the message will answer all of the basic questions that all the sellers call about. And the message will go something like this on the pre-recorded script. "Hi, thanks for calling about the lovely 3-bedroom, 2-bath home we have located at 123 Main Street. The price of this home is $159,500. It is 1,820 square feet. The taxes on this property are, $1,800 a year. It's in the Warfield School District. Directions to the property are, and then I give the directions to the property. Then, at the end of the message, I say, there is a lockbox on the front door. Please feel free to drive to the property. The code to the lockbox is 2378. Feel free to get the key out of the lockbox and walk through the house at your convenience. If you're interested in the property, when you're done, please lock the key back up in the lockbox and call this same phone number back. And when you get this message, press 0 to speak with the seller directly. So what I've done there, I've saved myself so much time of showing properties to non-qualified buyers. What I do is I don't try to over-pre-screen my buyer first. I just want to send everybody to the house and then have them call me if they're interested in buying it. Then after they've called me, I already know that they want to buy the house. That's when I'll start my pre-screening process. After they've already raised their hand and says, I've been to the house, I like it, I want to buy it. Then when they call me back, I take a short script from them, basically looking for 3 questions. The 3 questions that I ask them, other than their contact information, is A, what is the amount of the down payment you can comfortably afford paying for this new home? 2, I ask, what is the maximum monthly payment you can comfortably afford buying a new home? And then 3, if I had to rank your credit, would it be good, fair, or ugly? Based on how they answer those questions, what I'm looking for in a buyer is somebody that has either some money or decent credit. Because if they have no money and no credit, there's nothing I can do to help them. And I'll just give them an exit speech right then. You see, my message is saying I will do owner financing. That's what gets me a flood of phone calls. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm looking to owner finance all of my properties. Quite honestly, there's 4 different ways that I'm looking to finance my properties. I can A, sell it to an A credit buyer who can qualify for a bank loan, and FHA loans are really hot right now. Or I can sell it to a buyer that can get a 75 to 95% bank loan, and then I'll carry a small second mortgage. Or I'll have a seller that I'll sell to on my lease purchase program, where if they have a down payment that is sufficient, which is usually somewhere between 3 and 5% of the purchase price, I'll finance them on a lease purchase program and carry them for 2 years. They can lease the property and pay me monthly payments. Or I can potentially sell it to them on a land contract. And that's with owner financing. That's again where they give me maybe a little larger down payment. And again, they can pay me monthly payments and then I'll carry them for 2 years. Now here's the key. If somebody has some money and some credit, I don't make the decision which program they fit into. What I do is if they pass that first, what I call my first sniff test qualification, they have a little bit of money or credit, I'll fill out a full-blown application, get their date of birth, their social security number, I'll get their job history, how long they've been at their residence, and then I'll fax it over to my Dream Team mortgage broker. And my Dream Team mortgage broker will call me and let me know which program, if any, this buyer will qualify for. And if they qualify for one of them, what I'll do, especially if they can qualify for financing, I'll just call the buyer back and say, hey, great news. I was going to give you owner financing, but your credit looks so good, I ran it past my mortgage broker, and I can actually get you a loan for this property. The other thing is maybe I can carry a little bit of financing for them or sell it to them on lease purchase. Now, if my mortgage broker tells me that they don't qualify for any of these, I'll just call the buyer back and say, unfortunately, based on your credit and your lack of down payment, you don't qualify for any of my owner financing programs. But if your circumstance changes and you get some more down payment or your credit improves, please give me a call back and I'll be happy to let you know what I have in inventory at that time. I hope this helps on this rough overview of my selling process. If you'd like any more information about other strategies that I have or my coaching program, please go to www.timtaylorsuccesscoach.com. Thank you.